Hello guys, how are you doing? My name is Caroline. Welcome back to Beauty Info C. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you tips on how to go about making up your spray bottle mixture. I have hair that is low in porosity. I didn't know when I started my natural hair care journey until one day I tried pre-pooing. I had seen that if you are pre-pooing your hair, you have to literally put a lot of oil all over your hair, the scalp, the roots, everywhere. So that day when I pre-pooed, the oil was just dripping all over my face. Then I was wondering what's up, until I googled up and found that if your hair is low in porosity, it takes time for you to draw in moisture. Again, if you're using heavy oils, they might not penetrate your hair shaft as fast, or they might not penetrate at all. They just sit all over your head. So you need to have a bit of, maybe spray a little bit of water here to get the moisture. Then if you pre-poo, it will be like sealing the moisture. Hey guys, sorry, my battery died. So I was saying that I didn't know that I had hair that is low in porosity, so it took me a bit of time to know that. But once I got to know that I had hair that is low in porosity, I had to take the necessary measures, which is like make sure that I use heat to deep condition even when I'm pre-pooing. So I do not use like direct heat. I usually put a plastic cup all over my head when I'm deep conditioning or I'm pre-pooing. Then I get moving, or rather I exercise a bit. Then by the time I'm done, I do that for about 30 or so minutes. Then I rest. I give the oil or the deep conditioner or the protein treatment a bit of like let's say 1 hour. Then by the time I'm done and remove the cap, I'll find that whatever is in my hair has at least gone into the hair cuticle, and my hair will look moisturized. If it is a deep conditioner, if it is a pre-poo, it will have at least penetrated. But I do not use that much oil. Again, I use lighter oils like avocado or almond or olive oil. Those help me a lot when it comes to pre-pooing. I do not use coconut oil because coconut oil makes my hair feel crusty and hard, so I do not use it at all. I stopped using it completely. So let's get to today's video. So I'll be showing you what is in my spray bottle. I'll be doing a demonstration of how I make the mixture. I use a few ingredients, but my main ingredient is water, because water is the only or the most effective moisturizer for any hair type. So whatever other things you'd want to add into your spray bottle, you just adjust according to your hair needs, but water must be the major ingredient. If your hair does not like water, you can get very nice leave-in conditioners that have water as the first ingredient. As you start your hair care journey, that is when you get to know all those things. You have to try for you to be able to know which one works for you and which one doesn't. So this is distilled water. I do not measure, I just estimate the ingredients and it works for my hair. So for like the hairstyle that I'm having now, this is a high puff. I just spritz before I go to bed and then make large or rather chunky twists just as it is. I loosen the hair tie a bit, then I'm good to go. In the morning when I wake up, if I'll be going out, I just undo the twists, do some picking using my fingertips, then spray this. Then it will be like this kind of shrunken look, but it will feel very, very moisturized the whole of the time. So the first ingredient is water. It's just like this amount. Then we'll go ahead to add tea tree oil. Tea tree oil nourishes and helps unclog the hair pores. Sorry guys, my phone has a little bit of a problem, but let's continue with the tutorial. So I'm using tea tree oil. This is Sheer Moisture tea tree oil. Tea tree oil has antifungal and antibacterial properties, and it also helps when you have like itchy scalp. It also helps to clear dandruff. So we'll be using 5 drops of this. Be careful when using tea tree oil because it can cause very bad irritation to your scalp and cause subsequent hair loss. So we'll go back to our mixing. This will be peppermint oil. I'll be using Sheer Moisture peppermint oil. It's almost finished. I've used this for a while. So we'll be using 5 drops as well. Peppermint oil has cooling effects on your scalp. It also helps in hair growth. We'll also be adding glycerin. I do not measure the amount of glycerin I'll be putting in here. I just estimate because I think my estimation is good enough. So you can do your measurements according to your hair type. So I do not put a lot of glycerin because glycerin can make your hair very frizzy especially if you're staying somewhere that is a little bit humid, because glycerin has humectant properties, which means that it draws moisture from the air to your hair. I think that makes sense, and it helps moisturize your hair. But if the hair is low in porosity, it can make your hair feel greasy and funny. It has a funny feeling, so you must put a little bit of the glycerin. So we'll also go ahead to add aloe vera gel. This is fruit of the earth aloe vera gel. It also has humectant properties, but it also creates a film over your hair. That way moisture does not go out of your hair that fast. So this, I like aloe vera because it makes my hair feel so soft. I also do not measure the amount of it. When I shake it up, I'll be able to see how much is in here, because I want it to have kind of cloudy appearance when I shake it up. So those are the ingredients that we'll be using. So I'll go ahead to shake it up. Shake it up really nicely so that the aloe vera gel can mix up with the rest of the ingredients. You can spray this in the morning before styling. If you're going to be doing a twist out, you can spray this as the liquid, then go ahead to add your cream or oil depending on what your hair needs are. Then you go ahead to seal with a butter or heavy cream or oil depending on what your hair needs are. If you are natural or you are starting this hair natural thing, you must do a research before you start your hair journey. It can be challenging if you do not know what to put on your hair, or if you do not know your hair type, but with time you get accustomed to what works and what does not work for you. If something does not work for you, or it has a good CV out here, do not go for this for the product because it is good for other people's hair. You have to do what works for you, even if it is the funniest product in the market. I've tried coconut oil. I think most people agree with coconut oil. It has never worked for my hair, but I made sure to use it up to the end. I used to put it in my pre-poo with other oils so that I do not feel that crusty feeling on my head. And I would not buy coconut oil ever again. For my skin or for my hair, it does not work at all. Sorry for the mess. So the mixture looks a bit, I like the mixture when you shake it, it looks a bit sticky, but it is not sticky. It is just thicker than the way the water is, than plain water is. So for the water, you can do distilled water, you can do tap water, but if you're using tap water, make sure it is not hard water, because the minerals in hard water, maybe they can tamper with your hair or something like that. But I use distilled water when I'm mixing this. So when I'm doing twists, I spray this, then go ahead to finish up with the rest of the moisturizing. Please feel free to try this if it works for you, or if you like the video, please let me know what other ingredients you put in your spray bottle, and let's continue to interact on my channel or on my social media pages. So please stay tuned for more videos, and thank you for watching. Bye bye. Please subscribe to my channel as well, and be blessed.